So recently, an article came out that showcased how an Overwatch 2 player was banned for typing GG, Yippee, and nice shot into the text chat. Now, people are coming out and saying that this specific instance is fake, or, the real reason they were banned is because they said a curse word, which, okay, I'll play devil's advocate here and say that this actual, article is not true, that this person was banned for saying a curse word. But if that's the case, then that's not much better, man. What is going on with games nowadays, man? Call of Duty recently just came out and said that they muted or banned like 2 million players for what is essentially trash talking. And then there's this other game called BattleBit Remaster. I saw a video about this like a month or two ago, where this guy was criticizing the game because when you go to play multiplayer, it'll tell you, hey, don't talk about politics, don't talk about this, don't talk about that, or you're going to be banned or muted. And it's like, man, can we talk about anything anymore while playing video games? Man, look, I understand people don't like to talk about politics, but, if somebody's arguing about Joe Biden while playing, I don't know, Team Fortress 2, and I don't want to listen to it, you know what I do, folks? Because I'm a grown adult who can take care of himself and isn't a whiny little baby, I just mute them and move on with my day. That's the entire point of a mute function. If you don't like what somebody's saying in a video game, you just mute them and you move on with your life. You don't make a gigantic fucking deal over it. Like, what has happened to it? I remember that back in the day of like the Xbox days, OG Xbox and the 360 days, especially the 360 days. I remember if I'm playing like Call of Duty or Halo 3 or something, somebody's just being an annoying asshole, they're spamming music or they're just talking dumb shit the entire game, I would just find their name and I would just mute them, and then I moved on with their day. I didn't rally the whole people in the server. Hey guys, we need to get this guy banned. Please just report him. Like, no, nobody cared. This is something I noticed in Overwatch, man. If you say even something slightly negative, because of course it's Overwatch, that community is a bunch of little pussies. If you say even something, it's that right there, just saying that, they immediately go, oh, report him, please everybody report him, we need to get him banned. And it's like, man, can you not handle anything? This is the same generation, by the way, that, you say something slightly rude to them online, and they basically just crawl up into a fetal position and start sucking their thumb. That whole meme, because I know it's an overused thing to say, but y'all realistically would not have survived a Modern Warfare 2 lobby back in the day, because back then people actually had a backbone, and if they said, if I was called the N-word 20 times in a match, oh whoop-de-doo, I either muted him or I moved on with my life, man. I didn't make a gigantic deal out of it, which is so funny because apparently, I don't know why people think I sound black, but apparently they do, and people really love to call me the N-word on the internet for some reason. But again, I don't report these people because I'm smart enough to know, and I'm actually old enough to understand that, look, man, you can ban somebody for saying this, you can ban them for saying that, but they're just going to be replaced by somebody else who's going to be doing the exact same damn thing, man. It's the same thing with like the 360 days. Like, I knew that if I somehow just muted this guy, that the next match is just going to be somebody else doing the same thing. And at that point, I just muted him too and moved on with my life. Like, I was a teenager doing that back then, for God's sakes, man. You mean to tell me you grown-ass adults playing these video games can't do that? You're such a little pussy that you have to openly ask for somebody to get banned because they said a naughty word to you? Look, man, if somebody's throwing out 500 racial slurs a game, that makes sense. Okay, even then, muting them, it's not going to change anything. But look, I understand why somebody like that gets banned. I understand when somebody who's cheating gets banned, or doxes somebody, or DDoSes somebody. But we're literally at a point now where if you so much as talk a little bit of shit to somebody in a video game, your account, I've literally lost 2 Overwatch accounts, because I made that video about 5 years ago where I lost my original one. Again, for just trash talking. I didn't cheat. I didn't hack. I didn't do anything like that. Nope, I just got banned for trash talking. I lost another account like a year or 2 later for the exact same thing, which it's Overwatch. I'm not even shocked at that. I'm not even mad about it. It's Overwatch, man. I knew it was going to happen. But it's just mind-blowing to me, man. Within the last less than 20 years or so, we've gone from being able to just shoot the shit with people in video games and laughing and giggling and having a good old time, listening to two dumbasses arguing with each other, to if you say something negative, I want your entire account banned. Like, but that's nothing new. This isn't just video games either. This is our society in general. It goes back to that video I made where the guy who criticized Spider-Man 2, people were openly calling for his death on Twitter. This is not shocking to me. I'm just in awe of this. I'm in awe that we are such pussies nowadays that we cannot handle anything. You say something slightly negative and your entire account gets banned. YouTube does this now. If you can try this yourself, but just be careful. YouTube, if you type a comment it doesn't like, which I'm not even talking about like a literal racial slur or a death threat. I'm talking about just something like you write into somebody's comment section, "Hey man, you're a fat ass." YouTube will literally remove the comment and will tell you, if you continue to do this, you might lose your account. Which it's crazy to me, man. Crazy that we have the creators of YouTube, have all the tools available to either remove these comments or ban the person from our channel, but YouTube apparently thinks we're all a bunch of little 5-year-olds who don't know how to do anything and has to hold our hand the entire time. Like, look, man, I don't need you to hold my hand. I don't need you to ban somebody for calling me a retard in a video game, man. I don't fucking need you to do that, man. Let me decide if I want to block that person. Let me decide if I want to remove the comment from my YouTube comment section that calls me an idiot or a fat ass or whatever derogatory term, man. Let me decide that. I'm a grown-ass adult. I can determine whether or not what somebody says something to me, whether or not I'm going to get offended by it or not. I'm tired, man. I'm a very tired man looking at all these franchises I used to love playing. Overwatch, Call of Duty, Halo. All of our favorite franchises are being destroyed. You can't say anything on pretty much anywhere anymore. And everybody's a bunch of little pussies nowadays. It's just like, man, what the fuck happened to us? It really reminds me of that joke from Dave Chappelle that the entire country turned into a bunch of bitch-ass... Well, I ain't gonna say that word because YouTube will definitely take my video down for that. But, man, like... Nobody can handle anything anymore. Everybody you have to basically talk to everybody like they're a toddler. And it's just like, man, I'm tired of that kind of crap. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to talk to you like your mommy does. I'm not going to sugarcoat what I say because that is censorship. And I'm not for censorship. I'm absolutely 100% against any form of... That is an extreme censorship to me. There are a few forms of censorship that I look at and go, well, I can kind of understand that, but in reality, I'm not for it at all. And this, everywhere I look, it's just censorship. I mean, look at YouTube nowadays. If you want your video to actually be monetized, or even realistically to be shown to a good majority of the YouTube, you basically have to censor out everywhere. I saw a video recently where people had to censor the word girl and woman for whatever reason. I guess now it's against YouTube's terms of service to say the word girl or woman. Like, is this where we're headed, guys? Where you have to censor basically half of what you're saying, or you have to treat what you're saying as if it's being put on the radio. When you hear a rap song on the radio that has a lot of curse words and they try to censor it. You know what I mean? It basically destroys the entire flow of what the song was like. But man, that's honestly what YouTube feels like nowadays, where I watch a YouTube video and people are censoring out the tiniest of words that realistically nobody should ever be offended by. But this is our society, man. Everybody's offended by everything. You can't say anything. You can't write anything. You can't do anything because everything's fucking censorship now. Anyways, though, guys, I'm getting out of here. I'm tired, dude. It's giving me a literal headache thinking about this. But anyways, though, guys, this is Snowman. I'll see you guys later. Have a nice day.